Hi, Doug Jones here with another Energy Matters vlog. I'm breaking out of the necessity of dissatisfaction, which I was working on, and I'll get back to that. But now I'd like to talk a little bit about the coronavirus and large field forces and how they impact us and what to do about it. So, a quick definition, and a large field force is a collection of energies that act as one thing. Let me back up one more bit. For our culture in the United States, one of the things that seems to be true is that we have a buffer or a distance between our normal consciousness and death. That's not true universally. Paramedics, ER personnel, farmers, hospice workers, etc., they are exposed to death on a regular basis. But for most of us, we don't kill and eat our food. We don't have a lot of experience helping people age and die, and death is at a remove. And for some reason, the coronavirus, well, for a variety of fairly obvious reasons, the coronavirus has punched through that membrane and gotten close to a lot of us. And if you're used to death and dying, having death close to you is okay. If you're not, it's really a shock, and it can be utterly terrifying. And so a lot of individuals are experiencing terror. And when a lot of individuals get together and experience terror, there is a collective field or a collective energy of terror. This is a negative aspect of it. We see positive aspects of it at concerts where people collect because they love a particular type of music or performance, theater, dance, sports, lots of excellent, healthy collective field forces that are very large, and large field forces amplify our experience. And if it's a concert, we're having a wonderful time. However, if the field is terror, wow, this can really be a problem. And the biggest problem is when the collective field of terror in a community, a state, a country begins to make my own terror co-resonate or sing along. So there's a large field of terror, and now I'm joining the party, and I'm experiencing terror internally and adding to it. And you can just keep getting a cascade or an exponential expansion of terror. And it really is tough to function with that. So in this first video, I'm going to talk about two ways to help that I use to help myself step back and downregulate out of a collective field force. The first one is I go to my bag of tricks for centering and grounding. Whatever you do for that, do it now. It's a great time to find your center and ground down into the earth, into your stability, whatever that means to you. And if these are new concepts for you, you may want to get with somebody who can teach you how to do that. If you can center and ground, that gives you a bit of distance or separation from the collective field of terror, or the collective terror of death in this instance. And that little bit of space helps you choose whether you want to upregulate and join in or step aside and not have your own terror so stimulated. The second thing is to really shift and do what I call differentiation. So what is mine and what is not mine? And this is the difference between feeling my own terror and becoming terrified. And the way to do that is just to start to sort or name what's mine and what's not mine. A couple mornings ago, I woke up terrified. I thought, wow, I don't really have anything in my world or my life right now that I'm experiencing is terrifying, but there was this feeling of terror. And I went, oh, after I centered and grounded, which I do every morning and throughout the day, I was able to say, wait a minute. I'm actually starting to sing along with this larger field of terror. Oh, I don't choose to do that right now. And so I turned and oriented to my own experience, my own feelings, what's true for me. And there is some fear of dying. There is fear for friends and loved ones dying, of course, and I held those, but it didn't become this larger sense of terror. It helped me have it be more proportional. And when it was more proportional, I could handle it and work with it in a measured manner. And I was able to come out of terror and just own that I'm afraid of having loved ones die. And I'm afraid of my own death, but not overwhelmingly terrified by it. Okay, I'm going to cut this off here. Next video, I'll give you another tool for helping disconnect or get separation and distance from a large field force such as the terror of death. I certainly wish all of you good health and sanity out there. This is Doug. Thanks for listening.